ready.
We are live now. Please start.
Okay. So we're starting now. Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome to the final round of aelf Metaverse theme Hackathon, top of OASIS project demo. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Fiona again, the host for today. Thank DoraHacks for having me here. We recently received some really cool projects built on aelf Hackathon and the grant page. We selected 3 from them today, so we're lucky to have Amelia represent Meta Insurgent, Amadou from VolcanicFinance, Oluwafemi and Emmanuel from PiggyFi Africa to demonstrate their hackathon projects. You can leave your questions on the chat panel. They'll reply you once they finish the demo. One of the important thing is if you favor some of them, don't forget to vote for them on DoraHacks grant page. The link is on your right. So let's welcome Amelia from Meta Insurgent. I'll leave the next 15 minutes to you. Hello, Amelia.
Hi Fiona. Thank you for having Meta Insurgent here. Yep, I'm ready.
Yes, please.
Let me share my screen. Okay, great. So hi guys. So my name is Amelia, and I am the founder of Meta Insurgent. Today I'll be giving you a quick sharing of what Meta Insurgent is. And before we actually dive into our presentation, let me hop on to show you a sneak peek of our Meta Insurgent theme. All right, so here. So now I'll be showing you the main menu of Meta Insurgent. So this is how it will look like with the leaderboard. Okay, and next let me jump in straight to the observatory tower that you'll be seeing once you log into the game of Meta Insurgent, where we have our avatars on the sites that you're looking at. And with these avatars, I'll be showing you more information about it in a short while. So this is how the environment will be looking like. It's really very exciting. Okay. So let me move back to our slides. All right, so these are some of the highlights of Meta Insurgent. We have actually designed Meta Insurgent to emphasize on the virtual reality first-person shooter Metaverse environment with the use of Oculus Quest 2 to make it an immersive experience. So our players will be engaged in the compete to earn model through seasonal tournaments to rise up in the leaderboard. All right, we are also built and integrated on the multi-chain technologies. So moving on is our game features. So we have customized avatar profiles, we have weapon inventory, and the fighting arena, whereby I'll be showing you more of this. So we have very interesting ones, that I'll be showing you now. Okay, so this is our combat move with the teleport pod. So this is the environment whereby you'll be fighting, the fighting arena. And now with the use of the teleport pod, you are now teleported to a new environment. All right, next one is the game mode with a different weapon. Currently, we'll be using the grenade. So this is how it will look like. Look at the effects over there. Really cool. And next, let's jump into the avatar profile. So we have one of these, and we have customized skins. So let me show you some of the other skins that we have. This is another one, which is very cool. The armor and the face shield is different colors, different designs as well. And one more here. Okay, so for weapons, same thing. We have many weapons. This is the machine gun with different skins as well. Our sniper in different colors. Our shotgun. So today we are really developing really fast with so many of these weapons already out, already designed. Our rocket launcher and our pistol. So these are some of the weapons that we have in Meta Insurgent. So let me move back to the slides currently. So this is our management team comprising of myself, Kaitian, Glip, and Oleg. So we are a really strong and diverse team of professional VR game developers to formulate an excellent fusion of both metaverse and blockchain elements. All right. And overall, Meta Insurgent, we are looking to integrate on multi-chain technology in which aelf is one of our main blockchain ecosystem that we aim to develop on. And we are also built and integrated on other softwares such as Unity, AWS for game development. And let me show you the token utility. All right, so this is our summary of it, and players will be utilizing Meta Insurgent crypto tokens for two purposes. So firstly is to participate in the game, whereby all the users are required to wager their tokens, and the winner will be walking away with 80% of these tokens. And of course, secondly, to purchase the NFT items such as the weapon skins and the avatar profile that I was showing you earlier. Okay, and as a Meta Insurgent, we are built based on the compete to earn model. So I want to emphasize that yes, we'll be hosting seasonal tournaments on a monthly basis, so users can compete in the leaderboard and emerge as the top winners. So there are also other revenue streams that Meta Insurgent can earn. It's through advisement, where we can include weekly banners of companies who wish to advertise their companies through our game. Okay, so this is the tokenomics, but I'll be moving off from this portion. Let me jump on to the roadmap. So we are currently at Q1 2022. So we are working really strong with our game development, with our weapons that you have seen earlier. Okay, and of course we'll be moving on to Q2, whereby we will have our release of the game, and also definitely our game launch will be in Q4. So all these are actually moving really, really quickly currently. All right. So I hope that you guys have a good understanding of what a Meta Insurgent is, and of course, really check out our pages for more information, and also our Telegram page. All right. So thank you so much for having me here today. It's a really quick sharing. So just check us out for more information.
Hi, Amelia. Thank you for showing us a really cool project. I really want to play it right now. So yeah, let's see some questions from the right. If there are some questions you want to select to answer that.
Okay, let me see some of the questions.
Yeah, you can go up and down and see which one.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. He mentioned that the guilds are really amazing. Yes, with different guilds, different skins. So yes, we are planning to have different rarity. So really do look out for more information on Meta Insurgent.
Yeah, and also he also asked where can he download this one?
Where can he download? So Q4 will be our release of it. So really do check out our channels and see how you can download the game and where will it be released on. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So next one, we will welcome VolcanicFinance. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Ma. Good morning, everyone.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you doing here?
Yeah, good. So right now it's your turn now. So please take the next 15 minutes to share your project with us.
Okay, thank you, Ma.
It's your time.
Yeah, I'm Ahmad from VolcanicFinance. So I'm here to present the Volcanic Finance project to you. Volcanic Finance is the first born-to-end protocol. Born-to-end protocol, something like. Yeah. We are a team of four. We're the team behind the project. I, Ahmed Awal, the co-founder, and Olaide Daniel, the front-end developer, and his brother, UI/UX designer, Olaide Tuntulan Wisdom. Along with him, there is Ayomide Alonge. He is our graphic designer. So let me help him and explain what volcanic finance is all about. What motivates us to do the project of volcanic finance is nothing but the amount of rockfalls that have been happening in this DeFi ecosystem. In early 2021, the Pi ecosystem was on hype, which caused many cryptocurrencies price going all-time high, and also new innovative DeFi projects start popping out of nowhere, which increased the chance of getting what an investor are always willing to have. That's return on investment. Each and every investor that bought a token is willing to get a higher reward. That is increase in value of the token. On that process of finding the perfect project to invest in, many investors fall in some anonymous greedy developer's trap called rug pull. I was a victim too of that kind of trap. So that is what finally motivated me to like develop the project. I think I'm sharing the yeah, I got an arrow here. Let me like sorry, I get an arrow here while presenting the slides.
Hi.
Hello, ma.
Hi. Are you okay?
Yeah, it is the slide that like gave me a little problem here.
Okay. So it's okay now. Maybe you already introduced your project to us, and maybe
Yeah,
let's
it's
see.
here. It's here already.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Please go on.
Okay. So apart from that, the decentralized finance industry is one of the most distinct industries in the crypto market right now, as it boosts all kind of financial products. With this, traders carry out millions in transactions every day, with most of the tokens having massive amount locked in them. Despite many opportunities to make profit in the market, it is not as safe as it should be. Besides regulation, there have been issues of scam artists ravaging the crypto market, trying to defraud investors. But while that is something that traders are now guarding against, there's another issue called rug pulls. So what exactly is rug pull? A rug pull is a malicious maneuver in the cryptocurrency industry where crypto developers abandon a project and run away with investors' funds. Rug pulls usually happen in DeFi, decentralized finance ecosystem, especially on DEXs, decentralized exchange. where malicious individuals create a token and list it on a DEX, then pair it with a leading or native cryptocurrency of that blockchain, either Ethereum, BNB, or any other native token of that specific chain. Once a significant amount of unsuspecting investors swap their ETH or any other native cryptocurrency for the listed token, the creators then withdraw everything from the liquidity pool, driving the coin price to zero. That's what, that's what is rug pull. So the, the year 2021 year was a very hard year for rug pulls. Crypto investors lost over 2.8 billion US dollar to rug pulls, a colloquial term for a type of crypto scam. In 2021, according to report by Chainalysis, the rise in scam mirror a general rise in cryptocurrencies price. The reported the report added rug pulls, the seemingly tame crypto Twitter buzzword, accounted for 37 of the over $7.7 billion in total illicit revenue from the crypto scam for that year. According to the report published on Thursday, in 2020, rug pulls accounted for just 1% of the under 5 billion US dollar in total illicit revenue. Here are most non-rug pulls on the crypto ecosystem. Over the years, several projects that have resulted in rug pulls have entered the market, showing promise. Some projects have been backed by non-entities, which ended up as rug pulls. One of the reasons this act will continue in the market is lack of regulation. Decentralization. Anyone who knows how to deploy a smart contract can develop a token and invite traders to invest their hard-earned money on it. Below are the most known proposals that have occurred over last year. Anubis DAO. Anubis DAO run with over 60 million US dollar. Anubis DAO was launched on October 28, 2021 as a fork of Olympus DAO. Olympus DAO acts as a currency in decentralized finance backed by bond sales and fees from liquidity providers. Before the launch, the developer behind the token had a Discord server for the token and ran a Twitter account that gave frequent updates. Although there was no platform, there was no website, investors poured about 60 million USD into the ICO of Anubis DAO, which will reward them with the Anubis DAO token. With the sales reaching 20 hours, someone transferred all the liquidity in the pool to an entirely different wallet. According to investors, many thought the token will get the mainstream adoption that other dog-inspired tokens have been getting. Fast forward 2 days after, investors start to offer anyone who could provide vital information about 1,000 Ethereum. Although a handle claimed that the developer support a phishing attack, everything pointed out that it was a clean sweep with the look of things. The developer of Anubis DAO rug pulled investors, scamming them over 60 million in the process. The second one is the market finance. The developer runs with 31 million USD. Market finance was launched on Binance Smart Chain on March 3, 2021, seeing an inflow of investors making investment. A day after, Market Finance announced that it had suffered a hack. According to the developers, hackers were able to gain access and siphon 31 million US dollar. However, most of the investors said they thought the developers stole the funds. The statement mentioned that a exploit had been breached and hackers have drained 13 million US in BUSD and more than 17 million in BNB. Immediately after the hack, the protocol, social media, and official platform went dark. With that, investors could not get hold of the developer, pushing them to conclude that they had been rug-pulled. TotalDex. TotalDex entered the Binance Smart Chain on March 15, 2021, saying it will provide users access to secure storage to store data online. In its pre-sale, the decentralized exchange was able to raise about 2.4 million in 2 hours, $2.4 million USD in 2 hours. In just 5 days after the launch took place, the developer of the platform broke full investors. According to records, all the liquidity in the pools belonging to the platform on aelf and PancakeSwap got drained. From the record of Etherscan, the funds in the liquidity pools were drained and exchanged to Ethereum, that's wrapped Ethereum, before being moved to a list of Binance wallets. After the act took place, the developer deleted their Twitter and Telegram before taking their platform down. Yeah. The fourth one is Squid Token. Squid Token, the Squid Token debuted on decentralized exchanges such as Dodo and PancakeSwap, with the listing boosting its price to more than $2,800 per token. Before the curtain fell on the massive rise, its developer had to rinse everywhere clean and rug pull investors. According to the record, the website, social media accounts that belonged to the developer were nowhere to be found in the morning that followed. To worsen the situation, the developer exchanged the Squid tokens in the liquidity pool to BNB, cutting away about $2 million US in the process. However, the official telegram of the token said scammers stole the lost tokens and the group will be dissolved due to depression on their side. That's how the things work. So this is a chart of last year Rockful. According to Chainalysis, it includes the volume in US dollar and the amount of the repo. Volcanic Finance. What exactly is Volcanic Finance? Volcanic Finance is the first decentralized bond-to-earn and yield farming protocol that focus on helping DeFi users that got rocked by offering them a higher reward APYs on the process of burning their rock tokens on our burning pools after a successful staking period. How can Volcanic Finance take a role in minimizing the rate of increase in rock pools? Volcanic Finance aims to make decentralized finance more clean and more simple. Volcanic Finance teams offer a burning pool B2E. As stated, burn to earn. Burning pools are initializable smart contracts that allow individual DeFi users to deposit in a method of staking a specified grok pooled token and earn a share of reward of another token, mostly the native token of Volcanic Finance, that's the governance token, in a specific amount of time or period of time. And when that staking period is over, users can then withdraw their rewards and at the same time burn the staking token to burn address. But in the case the deposited token is a valueless rock token, it doesn't have any value on it because its price falls to zero. So the act of holding the token will not benefit users with time, nothing. So burning them will be nothing hard for them. The next thing is a public rockful awareness program. Volcanic Finance integrates NFT profile system that support a personalized profile for users. These profiles allow you to choose your own name, join a team, and choose from NFT profile image you have collected to use as your profile display picture. So with that, users will be splitted into different teams. Mobile creates something called a team survey competition. The competition expects each team to carry out some public awareness, whether they run them on media, social medias, even face to face. So the competition expects each team to carry out some public awareness and surveys. The team with the best result in the competition will be incentivized with a grant and also deploy a community-based burning for from what they get from the result they get on that survey they take. Smart contract audits. Smart contract audits is an extensive methodical examination and analysis of a smart contract code that is used to interact with a cryptocurrency or any blockchain. This process is conducted to discover errors, issues, and security vulnerabilities in the code in order to suggest improvement and way to fix them. Most of the rug pulls that happens are stated the tokens are no more sellable before the liquidity got drained. If the token smart contract was audited, that backdoor will not be found and that the rug pull will not happen. And VolcanicFinance teams are always ready to audit smart contracts, so we have auditors here with us. VolcanicFinance products. We have like 5 products on ground now. We have yield farming, burning pools, magma pools, NFT profile systems, and smart contract audits. So the yield farming is mostly for those that provide liquidity to our token or any other project that want to be listed on our yield farming. Then the yield farming happens when liquidity providers provide liquidity. Then they come with their LP tokens, liquidity provision tokens, and stake them on our yield farming staking. Then they earn incentives. The burning pools is the one I've already explained up there. The burning pools are the pools that people stake, DeFi users stake rogue tokens, rogue unwanted tokens, and earn a value token. Magma pools are pools that are deployed for other projects to take part on VolcanicFinance pools. You stake a value token and earn another incentivized value token. NFT profile system for pools for big teams. Smart contract audits for developers. VolcanicFinance token. Uh, VolcanicFinance token is an ERC20 BEF20 token standard that runs on a blockchain, BNB chain, and, and Polygon chain. It is the native token of the VolcanicFinance protocol, and it has some utilities like voting rights, paying protocol fees, magma bolt staking, whereby you stake the VolcanicFinance token and earn more. Yeah, profile creation and NFT minting. You use VolcanicFinance token to do so. Burning pull requests from non-rogue projects. Like there are many projects right now on the market that they like lose their mind on tokenomics. Like the token they deployed, their total supply is like more than what they want to be. So they can take part in burning some amount of their token. Yeah, we can deploy the burning token for them. Audit fees. When developers are trying to audit, they will use the VolcanicFinance token to pay for the audit fees. I think that's all for the presentation for now. Thank you.
Hello, hi, I'm back. Thank you for your presentation. Let's see on the right if there's some people leave some questions for you. Let's have a look.
I think there's no question yet here.
There's some delay in the broadcasting, so we need to maybe wait about 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's one. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Uh, our next goal is to, all our smart contracts for now are deployed on mainnet. We are not yet on testnet. We are not yet on mainnet.
Okay.
So our next goal to achieve is to deploy it on mainnet in the next like 1 week from now. Yeah, that's our next goal, and we
Okay.
are going we and in the future we really want to like enter metaverse, something like we want to deploy some magma, like some volcanoes on each and every metaverse, so that users can interact with that volcano and burn their tokens. I hope it is clear for you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's good to know. Thank you for today, VolcanicFinance. I really hope you could deploy on F-Chain some later
Yeah,
days.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm looking
That's our
forward.
main target.
Yeah. So next, we'll welcome the PiggyFi here. Hello.
Hi, Fiona.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Pleasure's mine.
Yeah. So I'll leave the next 15 minutes to you and your colleague.
Okay.
So please share what's PiggyFi for us. Thank you.
Okay. Can you view our screen now?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Hi,
Yeah,
everyone.
please.
My name is Oluwafemi, and I'm here with Emmanuel. We'll be presenting the PiggyFi project to you. So before we go into the problem that PiggyFi is trying to solve, um, I would like to um, talk about like the backstory of how we saw this as a challenge and we started tackling it using the blockchain. So the first what happened sometimes ago is there was a particular weekend where I needed some funds, like some urgent funds, in order to sort of some bills, right? And I knew I had no problem getting the funds because I had friends that were software developers that I could reach out to, right? So I started reaching out to them, and surprisingly, the three of them that I reach out to, because they all work for like companies outside of Africa and then they get paid in USD. The three of them didn't have like the funds I was asking for. I was requesting like to borrow like an equivalent of $1,000 from them, but they didn't have it because they could not access the funds at that particular time. They had it in their bank account, which is like a Nigerian domiciliary account, but they couldn't access it because it is the weekend. And then that's like due to like if a few reasons. One, whenever they want to withdraw these funds, whenever they want to withdraw their USD, they have to like physically go to the bank over the counter to withdraw USD, and there's a limit to it, right? And if they want to convert it back to Nigerian naira, they would have to go through local P2P merchants, which is like offline P2P merchants. They are called BUIDL Change. They have to go through that process. So because it's a weekend, that is not possible. And the alternative that was available was that I'm using like the same bank accounts that they are using, like the same bank, and then they have to transfer to me. Like the USD cannot be sent outside of the bank that they operate, right? So, and the major reason why they actually did this was because of the high devaluation of naira, like inflation and devaluation of Nigerian currency. So they would rather prefer to save in USD. And this is what like a lot of people commonly do in Nigeria and in Africa, basically. But we were thinking, why should you save in USD in a bank that you could not easily access it? And the blockchain can actually solve this problem like really faster. Like we already do that by converting our funds to USDT, BUSD, any stable currency on the blockchain, and we can convert like easily anytime using a P2P system such as Binance, right? So that was when we started like working on this problem. So what problem does PiggyFi solve? So PiggyFi solves money problem for Africans. There is a problem of sending money in Africa, which is there is no fast and cost-effective way to send and receive money to and across Africa. Yeah, there are a couple of options that are available, but it's either it's not one for all. It's either they are leveraging speed for fees, high fees, or they are leveraging covering some area and not be able to cover the whole of Africa. So there is Swift, Western Union, MoneyGram, but they are slow and expensive. And newer platform, which are like fintech platforms, are still heavily linked with banks, and as a result, are only available in a few countries. So also, many Africans have resorted to informal peer-to-peer channels, like the one I mentioned, a wallet system, and then local BUIDL exchange. BDCs are for BUIDL exchange to transact across Africa. So as you can see, there's a chart here that shows how much it costs to send like money. Like it costs more to send money to Africa than like anywhere else. Like it really costs more. So the other problem is saving money in Africa, which is sub-Saharan Africa has one of the highest inflation rates like in the world. Like there is a case study currently on our website that shows like someone earning a fixed salary for over 6 months and saving in Nigerian naira. By the end of the 6 months, they will have lost about like 10 to 30% of their actual savings due to devaluation and inflation of the Nigerian currency. So individuals and families saving money in their local currency do not have an easy way to protect their life savings against devaluation. And if you look at this chart, it shows like devaluation, like inflation rates across some of the sub-Saharan countries. You see Nigerian as 70.75, Ghana 7.8, and Zimbabwe is like, yeah, yes, right. So what is our solution? PiggyFi is a convenient way to save and send money across Africa by leveraging on the blockchain technology, right? So we believe that blockchain is a means to an end and not like the end itself, right? We understand that blockchain is like groundbreaking, right? There is like yield farming, there is all of these groundbreaking thing, right? But then in the core concept, if you look at like the problem that Bitcoin solve for Africa itself, for all sorts of things like that, we cannot go through the route or the channel of like bringing like something more complicated to them, such that they would have said they want to use say MetaMask, trust wallets, understand yield farming, aggregator, all of these things, right? But instead, we decided that we will try to infuse it as an underlying technology to make saving and send money like across Africa and into Africa efficient and better. So these are the three solutions that we are offering with the PiggyFi blockchain. Easy and automated peer-to-peer money transfer within and outside Africa, saving in US dollars, and then sending money into Africa and outside of Africa. So who needs PiggyFi, right? So we went to Twitter and scoured around to what we are doing like a product market fit to see like how do people really need, or how what is the extent of these pain points. And these are like screenshot from Twitter about people complaining about like sending money like across Africa. As you will see, these are questions like, what's the best fintech app to send money across Africa? You can send money to 30 countries in your house. What it means you can listen to. So as you will see here, like one of the things that I mentioned, like most fintech app will say, oh, you can send money across Africa, like 30 different countries. But eventually, this is like compliment with someone that says it only means you can only send money to like probably like 4 or 5 different countries, right? And you would realize that when I first mentioned the backstory, what I talked about was the problem that we found out with saving, which is like inflation. And we found out that one of the ways to sort that is, people really need an easy way to convert their fiat to USD. And since there is stable currency, which is backed by USD, we could just leverage on that. And by the time we found out that, and we, draw out the solution, we found out that it could not only solve saving, we could also use the same problem to solve sending of money. And then we found out that, oh, because we could use that same problem to use some solution to solve sending of money, which is building like a unified P2P system that can be used across Africa to convert, on one hand, fiat to stable currency, on the other end, from stable currency back to the fiat of that country. We found out that we could actually use that infrastructure as a service to other blockchain companies that are trying to provide solutions for Africa, such that it will be easy to onboard like user. That way, it lowers barrier for those that are non-crypto savvy, such that they don't have to understand like blockchain jargon in order for them to start getting engaged. So what are the features that PiggyFi offers, right? We offer like a P2P currency conversion, which is we are going to be offering as an API. PiggyFi will be using it, and then other products too that wants to leverage on wants to build on a blockchain would also be able to like use that API. Two, USD savings. USD savings such that people will be able to convert their fiat, Nigerian naira, Ghana cedis, Kenya, able to convert their fiat into and save in USD in order to hedge against inflation. Sending of money, you're able to send money across Africa, like inter-Africa, and then receive money like remittances from outside of Africa, which I just mentioned. And then they'll also be able to like request for payments. Like in the future, this is not going to be released at first, but in the future, we're also going to allow those that are freelancers to be able to like issue invoice and request payments from outside of Africa. So here is a diagram of our technology stack of how it works. So here is user A that is located in the United States. User A wants to send $100 to user B located in Nigeria, right? So user A comes to the PiggyFi platform, right? Once the user A tries to send $100, we are going to, using our global P2P API, we are going to like present vendors to user A. So right now, user A, let's assume user A has funds in their TransferWise account, and the vendor on the platform would accept local transfer and TransferWise. Those are the two payment methods that would allow for a start. So user A would send $100 to the vendor's account, and the vendors, all these vendors, 4 vendors that you have here, would prior before then would already have liquidity locked on our smart contracts. They will have like liquidity in a stable currency locked on our smart contracts. So once they receive the funds, they release the particular amount, which is like 100 USD, like after taking their fees, onto the platform. They release that onto the platform. Once they release that onto the platform, they can like easily send the funds from the app. Yeah, from PiggyFi app, they can easily send the fund from PiggyFi app to user B, and user B can either decide to convert it back. Now, user B is in Nigeria. User B can easily decide to convert it back through our global P2P API to Nigerian naira, or they can decide to save the USD on our platform. If they decide to convert it through our P2P platform, they can get their local fiat into their bank account. And if they decide to save it, they can save that particular amount. Our smart contract will lock it into like a yield farming, and in the end, like a small interest on top of it. And on the other hand, if user B that is in Nigeria also wants to send funds to user A in US, user B just needs to using vendors send their fiat and like their local currency to a vendor. The platform will provide a verified vendor that they can send to, and to convert it, it will release part of the funds that the vendor has locked on our platform into their PiggyFi app, and they can decide to send it to user A in the US, who also has a PiggyFi app, and user A in the US, who also has a PiggyFi app, can, through our vendor again, convert it into US dollar by receiving funds into their TransferWise account. So what is the market size? Like, remittance into Africa, like via institutional channels annually, is is valued at $4 billion, $14 billion. I'm sorry. And the recorded volume of informal transfer within Africa annually is $450 million. While user on mobile money service in Africa is $122 million. And the volume of global remittances from abroad, like remittances inflow from abroad into Africa in 2020, is valued at $44 billion. Like the market is really huge right now, and there are a lot of players, both informal fintechs and traditional institutions. So who are the competitors that we currently have right now? We've evaluated our competitors. The first one that are really close to us are the like informal P2P channel, and some of these people actually will be onboarded on our platform as vendors, right? For those that are able to like to provide liquidity, they are the awalas, which the way they operate is they are in like different countries, and they are in say Ghana, and they have bank accounts in like different countries. So if someone wants to send money like home, they would send money from like their local bank account that they have like domiciled in different countries. And then there's the BUIDL change. Like these guys like provide physical dollar in exchange for fiat, for the local currency fiat. So the disadvantage of these guys are they are prone to fraud and difficult to trace. They are manual, non-digitized and transfer process, and they require trust across all parties, and usually used for money laundering. And then the second group of competitors are the traditional institution. Their disadvantage is like very, very obvious, which is they charge like a lot of fees. They are slow to process transactions. Some like Swift network, for example, can take days, like 3, 4 days, a week more than that. It depends. And then they require unnecessary documentation. Now, that is not meant to say that on the PiggyFi platform that there won't be some form of KYC. There will be some form of minimalistic KYC. But for this platform, they require like a cumbersome unnecessary documentation. And there is the modern fintech, which is traditional fintech, which is Web 2.0. And the disadvantages of these guys are they're available in only fewer countries. And then they still really have to rely on centralized payments. Like some of these guys, they have to rely on some of these guys to operate. What most of them just do is they rely on some of these guys and then scale or try to scale the way these guys work, like try to scale or try to build and scale on top of them. And they are really slow to expand across several countries. And the platform controls the exchange rate. Like the platform always sets the buy and selling rates to always favor them every time. It is not decentralized. So what are unique like advantages for PiggyFi? We are easier to scale because we are very decentralized. If we decide to launch, for a start, we'll be launching in Nigeria by the end of Q1. We'll be launching in Nigeria, and we'll be accepting remittances into Nigeria. And if we decide to scale into other African countries so that we can do intra-African transfer, we just need to make our presence known and then onboard P2P vendor in that country. Like unlike traditional finance, they have to like go through regulations, they have to like go through a lot of oops. But for PiggyFi, like because we are all decentralized, smart contract controls a lot of things. We can easily scale. Censorship proof. We are less prone to government sanctions and restrictions. We are lowering the entry barrier to crypto. Like I've been trying to touch points. One of the things that we realize is like African has its own problem that Africans can solve, right? And then um, unlike the West, where like a lot of people like find it easy to interact with blockchain. Like in Africa, in order to create more adoption, we realize that we need to lower the barrier of entry into blockchain. We need to remove all the old technical jargon of explaining how to do a lot of things. So we have built a PiggyFi system such that our customers do not need to understand blockchain jargon before they're able to use the app. We just conceal the blockchain technology underneath, and in front of the app, they see the app like the normal fintech app they're already used to. We have competitive rates, unlike most of our competitors. We do not control the price. The price is controlled by the parallel market, which is controlled by the vendor, is controlled by the buyer. So the buying price and the selling price, we do not set that, so they are competitive rates. So also transparency by the blockchain, like all transactions that are going to happen on the platform are going to be transparent. It's going to be open and it's going to be on the blockchain for those that care to check. So for PiggyFi, what's like our revenue model? We have like a B2C revenue model, which is like we charge customers between 0.5%, depending on how much is going to be sent, 0.5% to 1% on every international transfer, with the sender paying the fees. Customer saving will be staked on yield platform, and that will earn like up to like 6% per annum. Vendor earnings for merchants that provide liquidity on our platform, we will be charging them like 0.35% when they withdraw from their liquidity. So we don't charge them when they do other transactions. We only charge them when they withdraw from their liquidity, right? And our other revenue model is our B2B2C, which is, since we found out that with the way we structured, with the way our infrastructure is built right now, we have an API, like we abstracted our P2P API such that not only our product can use it, like other products that are also willing to be built on the blockchain and provide liquidity also are able to use our API. So whenever liquidity is being provided on our platform, we are going to automatically like stake 25% of it in the liquidity pool. So use cases and possible revenue model, like e-commerce API integration, payment link, inter-African agency banking, providing P2P payment API, supplier payment system for business who deal like in bulk sums. So our go-to-market strategy, right now we already like did some offline acquisition, which is trying like the offline P2P system, and we've done like about 25,000 in transaction volume already in order to validate our markets. And our go-to marketing strategy right now is like to do some online engagements like soon, before we're starting sometime before the end of February. And also by then our global P2P API will also be ready, and we already have those that like some platforms that are already interested in using our global P2P API already. I just brushed a milestone like quickly just now already. So yeah, some of our accomplishments. We won. We are winner of DeFi prize for Binance Decentralized Africa. We also won the DeFi prize at Celo, and we are the first runner for Zen Finance DeFi, and also recently Neston startup. And on our team, we have our 4 people on our team currently. We have Oluwafemi Alofe, which is myself. I'm a Solidity developer, and I'm a published like author, contributor to blockchain system like on Udemy. And prior to now, I had like a fintech startup that I grew to about 20,000 customers with over 500,000 transactions. And currently, I'm a Solidity developer at Protofire, and I'm currently working on like chain integration with EVM compatible chains. And then we have Emmanuel Joseph, who is a full stack developer with 8 years of experience. He's working on our Web3 integration, and he's currently working at Wikipedia. And then we have Bosse, who is our UI UX designer. She's experienced in building Web3 digital products. And we have Paul Oladimeji, who is our product manager, is like very experienced. He's worked with like different countries across the world, like China, Beijing, Mauritius, and he's currently the head of product at the Popular Robotics at Beijing. So thank you very much. I'll be handing over to Emmanuel to take you through our app. Fiona, are you there?
Yes. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Emmanuel,
PiggyFi.
take you through our app like right now.
Hi, Fiona.
Hi. Hi, thank you. Thank you. PiggyFi, what a lovely name. So many people already fall in love with this name in the commerce part.
Oh, thank you for
Yeah.
that. I want to like quickly show you through our P2P platform. if
Okay.
the time.
So just to make it short, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So we like we said during the presentation, we have our global P2P platform that is supposed to like help us with liquidation and also help us provide like a lower barrier of entry for most of our customers across Africa. So when this is the vendor's dashboard, this is what the vendor sees when they log into their dashboard. And when I mention vendor, I'm talking about the people who are actually providing the liquidity, who are exchanging the stable currencies for the local currency in whatever countries they might find themselves. So what happens is like on their dashboard, they will get like list of transactions. Basically, like for example, if a boss may makes a request on the PiggyFi platform, it appears on the vendor's dashboard like this, where they can basically accept the transaction request or decline, and it goes on to another vendor. And also, a vendor can come to their dashboard to add liquidity, which is basically funding their wallets to provide like us with access to different kind of companies. Like at the moment, we are trying to support BUSD, Celo USD, and different type of stable currencies to actually make it broader and easier for different countries to be able to like use a system, and they can tell us the amounts that they are willing to like add. And once they do that, the liquidity is provided to their wallet through the app. um So then let me quickly glance through the PiggyFi app itself. So it's designed to be very simple and straightforward. So a customer will just come to their dashboard and decide to like fund their wallet. And when they click fund wallet, they can enter the amount they want to fund. And when they proceed, it looks for an available vendor for them that can satisfy their transaction using our P2P API. And with that, they can basically look at the transaction rate. Like you said earlier, the rate is fixed by the market itself. It's not managed by PiggyFi. So once you enter that and you press proceed, um, it will show you some information, the account number to transfer the money to your own country. And when you transfer the money, the vendor funds the wallet and the money moves to your wallet, where you can then transfer it to the cost or to the person you are trying to transfer to in another country. And that makes the process like a lot simpler and scalable across the world. But like you said, we are starting with Africa and Nigeria first. Thank you.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, we'll take any questions down here.
Yes, there are some questions down there. So can you answer one of them?
Yes, we can.
Yes. So please select one.
Okay, so can you share me with the developing plan of PiggyFi? Oh yes.
Okay.
So right now, our first milestone, which is going to be by the end of this Q1, is to release our global. That we can also support our platform, and then we can also support like other platforms too that are trying to build on the blockchain that needs a liquidity system in order to like onboard their customers. That's like the first milestone. And before the end of Q2, we are going to launch the PiggyFi platform to accept remittances from outside of Nigeria, I'd say from the US, outside of the world, remittances, and launch the app for both for saving and for sending. And before the end of Q3, our plan is to replicate the same thing in 3 different African countries. Now, we are, you'll find I'm saying African countries because, like, we are starting with African countries. That doesn't mean that you can't receive funds from outside of Africa. Yes, you can receive funds from outside of Africa, like for a start, but for sending and receiving for bi-directional, it's in Africa, right? But for receiving, it's outside of Africa, right? So those are the plans that we have in pipeline. And for now, we always like support two major stable currency. For now, we only support like Celo, USD and BUSD. But moving forward, like any other stable currency that will be available on the aelf chain, we are looking to see how we can support that, like with the help of the developers.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for both of you. Thank you for your time. And that's all for today. So thank you all for joining us for this amazing tool demonstration. Thank you all. I'm very happy to meet you guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing you projects built on our blockchain in the near future. So if any one of you want to vote for the projects you like, our staff will share the voting guide on the right, so you may check with that. If you have any questions, please drop a line in the aelf community, or you can simply email us at social@aelf.io. We will be very willing to answer any questions, and we will support you to secure a very smooth hackathon experience. So that's all for today. Bye bye.